You. I am Imen TITOUHI. I'm a chief scientific mediator and I manage the project of the CubeSat in Tunis Science City in Tunisia, which is the subject of my presentation today. First of all, I will present the Tunis Science City in Tunisia. Our institution is a science museum affiliated to the Ministry of Higher Education and Scientific Research, in charge of making science an inspiring experience for people of all ages, understanding scientific and technological innovation, disseminating scientific culture through the Tunisian territory, especially for students, aimed at complementing the school's formal science education. The Tunis Science City covers 6 hectares, and its buildings are set up around the remains of a basin called the Abul Faher Basin, built between 1249 and 1277. And as we see, Tunis Science City, through these beautiful views, symbolizes both of history and modernity. Tunis Science City includes 4 exhibition halls, a multimedia library, congress center, outdoor area, cafeteria and restaurant, a guest house, and it expands through antenna in the region. The 4 exhibition halls are the pavilion for temporary exhibition, the Life and Main Pavilion, the Universe Pavilion with its digital planetarium, and the Explorer Pavilion. The Universe Pavilion with the digital planetarium are dedicated to astronomy and space technology. They offer various and rich activities around these fields, like astronomical shows at the planetarium, guided tours in the pavilion, workshops, astronomical evening lectures, training courses, summer schools, and we also celebrate international days. And in the aim to inform the public about the importance of the space technology and their uses and their application also, the Tunis Science City organizes other activities around the space, like the Night Stars, in which we invite researchers and engineers in the field of space. We celebrate each year the World Space Week, and we organize each summer the summer school space for kids. And in order to diversify its program and adapt the scientific and technological innovation, Tunis Science City in Tunisia started a unique experience. And for the first time in Tunisia, a team formed by teachers from Tunis Science City and engineers, student engineer, assembled, tested, and launched successfully an educational CubeSat, named First Tunisian Educational CubeSat. These CubeSats are educational tools. They have no commercial purpose. They will not be orbited the Earth. They will instead be launched using helium balloon, and they will be reused later for trainings. The main phases of the project are 3, and there are the reception of the material, training courses, and the launch of the satellite. In the 14th of November 2022, we received the material, and the Ministry of Higher Education, the Ministry of Higher Education and Scientific Research, in collaboration with the Arab League Educational, Culture and Scientific Organization, the ALEXO, delivered to Tunis Science City in Tunisia in the form of donation, components and equipment of CubeSats from China, given by the China Children and Young Science Center and the Chinese Association for Science and Knowledge. The Chinese provided us also the CubeSats, the kits of CubeSats, 2 types, 2 sets of sounding satellites and 8 sets of tethered satellites. Also, they provide a training session session, online session, and other material, learning material. Here we have the two types of the satellites, sounding and TITOUHI. The sounding boxes, satellite boxes, contain control card with battery, GoPro camera to give horizontal view, GPS antenna, transmitting and receiving antenna, and GPS switch. Tethered satellite box contains the same control card, batteries, FPV cam with downward direction to give a topographic view with a separate communication to connect with an FPV screen, a GPS antenna, and transmitting, receiving data antenna. Also, we received the release system. It contains balloons, sounding balloons, and tethered balloons, and the spool. They will be filled with high pressure helium, a gas inert without any danger. Also, they provide us digital material such as software, satellite, data receiver. And after receiving material, we quickly moved on the next step, which is training for the benefit of teachers from Tunis Science City in Tunisia and student engineers from different Tunisian universities. The first training session started on the occasion of the 30th anniversary of Tunis Science City in 21 December 2022, with the presence of the Ministry of Higher Education and Scientific Research, the General Director of Tunis Science City, State Secretary, the Director of the Alexo, and General Military General. During this session, we learned about types of satellites, their application, and their uses. Just to recap, we organized the second training session, in which we assembled two sounding satellites, composed by 3 units, and it's about 30 centimeter to 10 centimeter. It's equipped with GoPro camera, GPS switch, and it's intended to detect the temperature, the pressure, and the humidity of the second atmosphere layer, the stratosphere, at the altitude of 30 kilometers. The satellite falls after the balloon burst, and we have to follow it in order to retrieve it due to the GPS switch. Okay. And the third training session took place in the 19th of February 2023, in which we assembled the third satellite intended to rise up to the altitude of 300. This satellite is around 1 unit. And it's intended to learn about to reach the troposphere and to learn about it and to give a topographic view through the FPV screen. The tethered satellite will be launched using a tethered balloon attached by a thread. Then several sessions to test satellites and ensure their good working and to prepare them for the launch. And in 17th of March 2023, finally, the tethered satellite was launched successfully from the outdoor area of Tunis Science City in Tunisia. Everything went well. The satellite rose up to 300 meters. We received instant data about temperature, pressure, and humidity, and the satellite provided the Earth observation service. And with this launch, Tunis Science City became the first to succeed the experience of an educational satellite. In the coming days, we are going to launch other training sessions on satellites for the benefit of engineer students, and we are going to launch the sounding satellite, which will rise up to 30 kilometers to reach the stratosphere. With this step, for this step, we have prepared launch authorization. We selected the site, the launch site, and we calculate the route in order to find the satellite place after its fall, because the balloon bursts at 30 kilometers and the satellite will have a free fall trajectory. And we are waiting the agreement for the sounding satellite, especially that the satellite must not leave the Tunisian airspace. That's all, and thank you for your attention.